In this very important job interview training video, I will teach you how to answer the top 10 hardest interview questions. These questions will definitely come up at your job interview. And if you don't answer them in a specific way, you will fail. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thousands of you, and I mean thousands of you, are getting hired at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed. Please hit the like button and also tell me the name of the position you are applying for in the comment section below the video so I can give you some extra tips. Okay, let's start working through those top 10 hardest interview questions, my unique tips and top scoring answers. Please take notes. The first, most difficult question you will have to answer in your job interview is going to be, introduce yourself. Why is this such a difficult question to answer? Most candidates do not know what they are supposed to talk about in their introduction. So let me give you 2 powerful tips for giving the perfect answer. Tip number 1, keep your introduction professional. Do not talk about your family, hobbies or interests. And tip number 2, aim for a 60-second introduction. I recommend you talk about the following things in your answer: the skills you have that match the job description, your education background and any experience you can bring to the role, details of achievements you have attained in life so far, and then finally, the type of person you are and what you will do in the role to excel for their company. And you will notice that those 4 things stand for SEAT, S-E-A-T. Skills, education and experience, achievements, and the type of person you are. And you can remember my SEAT structure for introduce yourself because you will be sitting down on a seat at your interview. So let me now give you the perfect SEAT structure response to that first question, introduce yourself. Write this down and practice it before your interview. Here we go.
Introduce yourself. Thank you for this opportunity. I am a self-motivated, disciplined, fast-working and supportive team player with the skills needed to meet the role's demands. I graduated from college with excellent grades in my chosen subjects, and since then, I have gained experience in roles where collaboration, multitasking, and responding to challenges were essential. I am a high achiever. In my previous position, I was praised for taking ownership of problems, helping to train new team members, and bringing creative ideas to the company. If you hire me, I will be a great company role model and be flexible in my duties to support the business in its commercial and financial goals.
I am sure you will agree that was such a powerful answer to that first question, introduce yourself. Now, I still have 9 more questions and answers to give you. But if at any point you want to undertake a practice mock interview with either myself or one of my expert hiring managers, click that link in the top right hand corner of the video at any time. Let's now move on to most difficult interview question number 2. The second question I want to help you answer is, why do you want to work here? This will come up very early on in your job interview. Why is this a difficult question? Most people just want a job and they don't really care which company they work for. Those people are a red flag to the hiring manager. You must give convincing reasons why you want to work for their company. Tip number 1. In your answer, please make sure you say that you have researched the company. And tip number 2, I recommend you give more than one reason why you want to work for them. So again, here is a powerful, unique, top scoring answer for you to write down and practice. Here we go.
Why do you want to work here? I want to work for, insert the company's name, for 2 reasons. First, my research tells me you have great company values and you support your employees so they can reach their full potential. Second, people I have spoken to who work here have said complimentary things about the management team, the training you provide, and the positive work environment.
Wow, that is such a powerful answer that will definitely impress every hiring manager. Let's move on to difficult question number 3. How did you hear about this position? Be very careful how you respond to this question. Why is this such a difficult question? Now, if you say you were just searching for jobs online and their position came up, the hiring manager will be skeptical about your intentions. They will think that you are just looking for any job with any company, and that means you might not stay working there for the long term. So why is the hiring manager asking you this question? Well, candidates who show a genuine desire to work at a company will be 3 times more likely to stay working there for the long term. And the long term is defined as a minimum of 1 year. Don't forget, it takes a lot of time, effort and resources to hire someone for a job role, and if the hiring manager thinks you're looking for any job with any company, you will not get hired. But how should you answer this common but difficult question? Here is the perfect answer.
How did you hear about this position? I've been following your company for several months and have just been waiting for the right position to be advertised. As soon as I saw this job become available, I was ready to submit my resume and apply.
That is a simple but highly effective answer that is perfect for all job interviews. Let's now move on to interview question number 4. One of the most difficult questions to answer. Tell me something that is not on your CV or resume. So why is this a difficult question? It's difficult because the hiring manager wants to establish something unique about you that makes you stand out from other candidates. But what can you talk about in your answer? Well, I recommend you choose one of the following things. Either details of any team sports events that you have won, because that shows great collaboration skills, interesting hobbies, pastimes, or achievements that demonstrate dedication or a commitment to learning, a passion for self-development, or even volunteering or charity work. So let me now give you a superb answer to this question. Tell me something that is not on your CV or resume. Here we go.
Tell me something that is not on your resume. One thing that is not on my resume is my passion for self-development. I spend some of my free time listening to motivational podcasts, reading self-development books, and following influencers. One of my favourite influencers is Tony Robbins, and I found his content useful in learning the importance of taking action and being responsible for everything in my life.
That is such a powerful answer that is perfect for all job interviews. Saying you are passionate about self-development will definitely impress any hiring manager. Let's now move on to difficult interview question number 5, which is, why is there a gap in your employment? Again, be super careful how you answer this difficult question. So why is it a challenging question to answer? The employer wants to establish if the employment gap was for a positive reason. For example, if you say, my employment gap was because I just wanted time off work, you probably won't get offered the job. They also want to know whether you are the type of person who takes regular career breaks, because if you do take lots of time off work, again, you won't get offered the job. So how should you answer this tricky interview question? Well, the trick is to explain how you or others benefited from the employment gap. Let me now give you two brilliant answers to this question, and all you have to do is choose the one that's applicable to you. Here we go.
Why is there a gap in your employment? Answer option number 1. My employment gap is because I went travelling. It was a great experience because it taught me about different cultures and languages, being tolerant, and also understanding that there are many different perspectives in the world. I have now finished my travels and don't plan to undertake any more, meaning I am committed to my career long term. Why is there a gap in your employment? Answer option number 2. I took time out of work to raise my family. I wanted to give them the best start in life, and I could only achieve this by dedicating 100% of my time to their upbringing. My family are now self-sufficient, and I am ready to do something for myself, which is to fully commit to a successful career.
Those are two great reasons for an employment gap. And you will notice that either myself or somebody else benefited from the employment gap. It's a great way to answer that challenging question. Interview question number 6. Why should we hire you? You must give a strong response. Why is this a difficult question? This question will be used by the hiring manager to decide which one candidate can add the most value in the role. Tip number 1, I recommend you give more than one reason why they should hire you. Give 2 or preferably 3 reasons why they should choose you. Tip number 2, great reasons to include in your answer are the fact that you can help the business grow or even save money. You will be flexible in your job description to give them a greater return on your salary, and you have a plan of action for the first 90 days in the job. This tells the hiring manager you are a highly organized employee. So here is the perfect answer, again, for you to write down. Here we go.
Why should we hire you? You should hire me because I am ready-made for this position in terms of my qualifications, knowledge, and experience. You should also hire me because I am confident that I can add significant value to the role. For example, I am good at social media marketing and can help the company promote its products and services to a wider audience online in addition to my normal duties. Finally, you should hire me because I have created a 30, 60 and 90-day plan that outlines what I will do in this role to give you a strong return on my salary, and I would like to give you a copy.
Can you see how powerful it is when you say you have a plan of action of what you will do in the role in the first 90 days? As I said previously, this shows you to be a highly organized person. Now, if you want to download my ready-made 30, 60 and 90-day plans that you can print off, take with you and hand to the hiring manager when answering that difficult question, click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video at any time. Let's now move on to interview question 7. Tell me about a challenge you had to overcome. Why is this such a difficult question? Most people are not very good at overcoming problems or difficulties in the workplace. Therefore, they cannot give an example. Now, you must give a specific situation where you took ownership of a challenging problem. Let me give you some examples. A supplier lets the company down and you must find a new one urgently. Or you volunteer to cover the duties of a sick co-worker, but you must quickly learn their responsibilities and duties. So those are 2 really good examples of having to overcome challenges in the workplace. Here is my perfect top scoring answer, again, for you to practice before your interview. Here we go.
Tell me about a challenge you had to overcome. I was partway through a team project at work when my manager informed me that 2 co-workers had called in sick for the remainder of the week. He asked whether I could still get the project completed on time. I assessed the outstanding tasks and allocated them to the remaining team members, including myself, based on our strengths. I also stayed behind late after work each evening to get everything finished. My manager thanked me for my resilience, problem-solving skills, and flexibility.
Another brilliant response that will help you easily beat the competition. The next question, question number 8. Tell me about a time when you disagreed with your boss. Wow, this is a challenging question, but why is it so difficult to answer? Well, it assesses whether you have the confidence to disagree with your boss if you think something can be done in a better way. Do not say you would never disagree with your boss. So how should you answer this difficult behavioral interview question? Well, I recommend you use the STAR method to structure your response. Talk about the situation you were in, tell the hiring manager the task that needed your attention, then give in-depth details about the action you took to complete the task before finishing your response with the result. And make sure the result is positive. So here is the perfect STAR method answer to this challenging question. Here we go.
Tell me about a time when you disagreed with your boss. In my previous job, I received a call from a customer who was dissatisfied with their purchase. They requested a refund, but the request was outside of the company's official refund policy. My task was to address the customer's concerns and ensure they remained satisfied with the company while adhering to company policies. I consulted my manager to seek approval for the refund, but they declined, citing the policy restrictions. I calmly and professionally disagreed. I highlighted the customer's loyalty to the company and the minimal cost of the refund compared to the potential risks of losing the customer's business or receiving a negative review online. I reasoned that a goodwill gesture of refunding the customer could help maintain a positive relationship and enhance the company's reputation. After considering my argument, my manager agreed to issue the refund. The customer was very appreciative of the resolution, and they continued their business with us, expressing their gratitude for our understanding and flexibility.
The STAR method is perfect for answering any behavioral question that starts with either tell me about a time or describe a situation. Make sure you use it throughout your job interview. Difficult interview question number 9. What are your salary expectations? Why is this such a difficult question to answer? Most people do not prepare well for this question, and they end up either pricing themselves out of a job because they ask for too high a salary, or they end up receiving a very low offer. We want to avoid both of those situations. Let me explain how to answer this really difficult question. Make sure you know the salary range for the job role and industry before your interview. You can find out those things on the website glassdoor.com. And then also make sure you have 2 numbers in mind before you answer this question. Your desired salary, the salary that you actually want to carry out the job role, and the absolute lowest salary you will work for. So let me give you the perfect model answer to this question that you can use to prepare your own response. Here it is.
What are your salary expectations? I researched the salary range for this job and industry before applying. The range is between $46,000 and $55,000. My requested salary is $54,000, and I would also like the opportunity to have my salary reviewed annually based on my contribution to the company. For $54,000, I will give you a great return by bringing creative ideas to the team to boost sales, a strong work ethic, and the absolute promise that I will demonstrate an unwavering commitment to the company and its commercial objectives.
That is a brilliant answer, and all you have to do is change the red highlighted salaries after you have completed your own research. Difficult interview question number 10 catches a lot of people out. Describe yourself in 3 words. Wow, this is such a difficult question because which 3 words should you choose? Now, the question requires 3 words that will help you stand out from the other candidates. I recommend you avoid words such as team worker, hardworking, and friendly, because those words will not grab the attention of the hiring manager. I recommend you choose 3 words from the following list: either committed, loyal, and trustworthy, self-disciplined, innovative, and results-oriented, cost-conscious, motivated, or creative, and finally, adaptable, selfless, and determined. Let me give you the best possible answer to this challenging interview question. Write this down and use it at your job interview. Here it is.
Describe yourself in 3 words: cost-conscious, responsive, and results-oriented. My cost consciousness means I manage company supplies and resources to save money and seek ways to streamline systems and processes. My responsiveness means I only need to be told to do something once and act quickly, which frees me up to do more tasks. Finally, I always set goals for myself to achieve, resulting in greater output and a strong return on my salary.
Another powerful answer that will help you beat the competition at your job interview. Now, the next thing to do to accelerate your learning even further is click that link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download my Insider Job Interview Preparation Pack. This is a formidable resource. Here's what you get. You will get the interview scoring sheet the hiring manager will use to assess you at your job interview. You will get 50 brilliant answers to difficult interview questions and those 30, 60 in 90-day plans you can use when answering that question, why should we hire you? To get all of this in your inbox right now, click that link. Don't forget, you can also book a mock interview with me or one of my expert hiring managers by going through to my website. Practice makes perfect, and I'm confident if you undertake a mock interview before the real thing, you will pass. Thank you for watching. I wish you the very best for passing your interview. Have a great day.